Hello, my name is Werner Carrasco, and this is an art and industry podcast interview for the art history class at Full Sail University Online. As a subject for this project, many names came to mind: Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, etc. But then I thought, better than that would be my friend and filmmaker, Mark Pfeffer.
My name is Mark Pfeffer, and currently I am a director at Five Stone Studios.
Mark also owns and runs an independent film company with his brother Matt called Smart Mark Video Productions in Nashville, Tennessee.
The first 2 years of my education was based out of studio art, sculpting, painting, and all these different kinds of arts.
Because of his artistic background, his ideas on the visual arts are of particular interest to him.
Our human nature is built in seeing things. We wake up in the morning, our eyes open up, and then we immediately we are thrown images. We are seeing light. We're seeing color. We're seeing so much different composition through television, through movies, through music videos, whatever it is. That has a great influence on on how we feel emotion, how we just feel things or sense things.
The instant availability of imagery for Mark is neither positive or negative.
The great thing about the easy access, is the fact that we're creating artists, many more artists than they used to be able to.
He sees it primarily as a good thing that comes with its own version of badness.
To it, our minds are getting used to this slower quality, and so we're becoming okay with it.
He sees the internet as a great example of how this has opened the way, with a certain amount of caution.
You know, like if I didn't have access to the internet, I probably would be bagging groceries right now. You know, as far as like a tool set goes. So it allows people to have the ability to become an artist if they want to be. So you know, there's more out there and more chances for us to find these really amazing artists. But at the same time, on the flip side of it, there's a lot more junk to sort of wade through.
Mark, as a director as well as his own cinematographer, has noticed two particular effects imagery that have become very popular in today's industry.
There's a movement of DSLRs that came into play, you know, maybe since like 2008. When that started to happen, I saw a look of a depth of field. So everybody got very enamored with the idea that there could be something that's out of focus and in focus, and it got oversaturated quite a bit. So lens flares is another. There's plugins out there. J.J. Abrams obviously is a very well-known master of the lens flare.
In analyzing Mark's work, I wanted to know who were his influences, the artists behind the artist. I was not entirely surprised when, in choosing his favorites, he mentioned these two noticeable personalities.
I'll give you two different types of artists that are very influential to me. One of them is more of a traditional side. It's Salvador Dali. He's a painter. There's something that's always, just a little off. There's something very off with his paintings. It was his own style. It was a sort of fingerprint, so to speak. This is Salvador Dali's piece. Another visual artist, I would say, is an actual director, Stanley Kubrick. He's a big-time photographer before he started directing. How he composed his shots and the little subtleties within his shots, like I can reference The Shining. You wouldn't know it, but there was an uneasiness about watching this scene, because there's these little odd things that he does structure-wise to just throw your mind off without you even knowing it.
So then, exactly how has Mark's knowledge of famous artworks influenced his creativity?
It's just a learning experience as a filmmaker to see how they compose their shots, how they use lighting, how they use color. And I still reference that for almost every project that we work on. I will somehow reference old art based off of just those things alone, just because there's a principle there that no matter what age we're in, it's still always going to be there.